What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more punk rock, and we're back with a tune from 10 Foot Pole. I mentioned before, there's a couple albums from this band that I'm very fond of. The last one they did was Scott Bradinsky as the lead singer. Rev, Where Is It? There It Is. We're going to listen to a song from that album. I did also mention that the next album with the new lead singer, who was already in the band, but I think he just played guitar before that, Unleashed, I like that a lot. Insider, I enjoyed, maybe not quite as much as Unleashed, and I think just because of, you're following a number of bands, and I was buying techno records and all sorts of, different musical pursuits, I think I just eventually lost, I stopped following 10 Foot Pole. Regardless, I mentioned before, Scott Bradinsky went on to be in Pulley, and has continued to be in Pulley the whole time, I think, so... yeah, but we're going to listen to a tune off Rev. I mentioned before, I don't actually have the disc anymore. I still have the case. I still have the artwork. I ripped the tunes. Yes, it's an empty case. I ripped the tunes to my computer, former computer, many years ago, and then transferred it to this one. So I still have the album, but like I said, I don't actually have the disc anymore. Don't remember where it was lost or in what capacity, but... yeah, but I wanted to react to this tune partially because I just reacted to Bad Religion's Before You Die. And, I think the songs speak to a similar sort of malaise, and that this song is about the feeling of, the modern world and the passage of time, eroding you both mentally and psychologically and even physically, and wanting to, resist that, wanting to not fall into that malaise. But it's interesting because I think this song, it takes it less from kind of an intellectual, socio-political point of view, which as I listened to Before You Died, that part of it hit me a little bit more than I remembered. But I remember this song being more on a personal level and just feeling it's the world and so many people in it are just plastic, and I want to get up and away from that, but at the end of the day, I can't, and I see other people I know fading away. And at the end, maybe I just need to sit in the back and not say anything and just go home and just try to be myself again, because I just can't exist in this world of plasticity and fake people and so on. So I think there is a bit more resignation in this tune, and whether or not I'm reading that right, I certainly think it's experiencing that malaise of being a human in the modern world, and sort of all the forces that are at work, including those with malintent and so on. I think there's a slightly greater resignation, but it is definitely on a more personal level in terms of the way this malaise and feeling of fading away and eroding is experienced. So, like I said, I wanted to react to it in short succession with the Bad Religion song Before You Die, because I think it's going in a similar direction, but it has a slightly different take on it. So this album, I think, is 1994. Let me just see if I can confirm that. Yes, 1994. This was on Epitaph Records. Shout out to Brett Gurewitz. But yeah, here we go. This is the song Fade Away, the fourth song on 10 Foot Pole's album Rev from 1994. They're another band that's different from everyone. There's a more youthful feeling in this journey through the malaise than in the Bad Religion song. But I was going to say, their lyrics on the page, it's like propaganda in recent years. It's hard to see where it's going to fit, with the music. Right there, I don't want to swim. Music in the muddy waters. I love this part. As the days turn to weeks and the months seem the same. It just all blends. The just a blur. It's just this erosion of like detail and interest. I need an excuse to be myself again. Sit in the back, which is where I belong. I won't say anything. Try to get along. Try to get by. He is trying to recapture something, but it's not by creating something new like in the Bad Religion sort of song. It's more about like, I need to go find myself again, because out here it's just bullshit and plastic. And again, there's someone he's talking to, and he's watch you fade away, but I'm not going to do that. Interesting. Again, a lot of it was as I remembered it, but there were like some extra details that I didn't remember and would be interesting to consider longer. So let me know if you're familiar with this tune, or just in hearing it and maybe looking at the lyrics and so on, that you might have a different understanding. I'd love to hear it. As I mentioned, I used to listen to these guys a lot. Haven't listened to them in recent years. Be interested to know if someone has still followed them. I'm pretty sure 10 Foot Pole has continued at least into like the 2010s or something. I do remember seeing something a few years back that like, oh, I think it was like the Discogs page, and I was like, oh wow, they actually do have some albums. So yeah, let me know if you're still a fan of the band, or let me know if you follow Pulley. I never really followed them too much. I was aware that like Radinsky had gone over and started to sing for them. But again, there's just, so much music that I'm pursuing in my life that, just not every band I ended up following like in perpetuity. So it's not meant as an insult to 10 Foot Pole or anyone. But yeah, I didn't follow either band after he left the band too much farther. Like I said, I did like Insider, or not Insider, the other one, Unleashed, a great deal. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if there's another song by 10 Foot Pole on either Rev or Unleashed or Insider you'd like to hear. I do have all those albums. And yeah, let me know if you just have any other punk rock requests in general. Obviously, I'm still working through Bad Religion and Propagandhi and Dead Kennedys and some of these bands that I want to react to independent of any requests. But all requests are welcome, and indeed, anything that you see behind me certainly can be reacted to. So give a shout if there's something you see and something you want to hear. Other than that, thank you for listening and watching. I do appreciate it. Have a good day. Have a good night. I'll see you next time. Peace.